This is the Cat Steps project. Now we're actually in Haworth in my workshop. I'm a sculptor, that's why I've been brought onto this process. I've found myself getting very heavily involved, which is why I'm making this video now. The rest of the team are so passionate and determined to make this a success, and rightly so. I mean, this is not just a project to rejuvenate an area and to make it safer for the community and to also link those two communities together, but more importantly is to raise a message and to increase awareness of what great things the armed forces have done and still do today. I think this could be a flagship for the whole of the UK. When you think of Keighley, you don't really think of places like this. Beautiful views, steeped in heritage and history, and this is the Cat Steps. Problem is, even on a day like today, I mean, these steps are treacherous. And we have to sustain areas like this. I mean, it's such a key part of its heritage. And it's obviously a place that people love to come. It links the two valleys from Braithwaite to Fell Lane, and it has to be maintained. In fact, let's go on a little walk. These are the steps that exist at the minute. Now as we walk up here, we can see how great these stones look, but also how dangerous they are. I mean, the history involved here is staggering, but the health and safety issues are too. Now the views round here are just spectacular, but the problem is there's too many trees, there's too much unmaintained vegetation, and we just can't see anything. So here we are at the top of the Cat Steps in Keighley. Some pretty incredible views down the valleys. And if you look to the left here, we struggle for the views. Now as we walk down these steps, you can see that they are questionably called steps, quite dangerous. Gravel falling apart, the water's eroded them, but still the public want to use this area. You know, it's a vital access point from Braithwaite to Fell Lane. And the history that's involved here, the millions of feet and the different generations that have trod on these steps, just cannot be lost to the nature taking back over. Now people, not only in this community but all around the local community, have direct links to the armed forces, and this is often a place to come for reflection and a place to be on their own, a place to be quiet. But at the minute it's just too dangerous for the older generation to take part in that. So what we need to do is make this more accessible for a wider community. A lot of these steps are actually concrete, which in my view is quite criminal for an area like this. So these will need replacing with real Yorkshire stone from a quarry that's just beyond those trees, Ashlar Quarry. So this is it, back at the bottom of the Cat Steps. So we're back in Haworth now, and this is my gallery. I think this project, if it was to go forward and we did get the area rejuvenated and it had all these different elements related to the armed forces, it'd obviously get this great influx of attention, you know, the new sculptures in place, the fact that it's safer, that we're doing something for the community. It's going to be a great story that people will support, and it will not die down. I mean, we have this sustainable element whereby each step is an education for people. It'll sustain school trips, it'll sustain any sort of group that wants to learn about the vast majority of subjects that are in that area. You've got the nature for one, you've got the history, you've got the heritage, but now you have this new element of the armed forces. I haven't actually said that much about why I'm here, so it is to create the sculptures, but the reason we want to create these sculptures is, you know, if a picture speaks 1,000 words, then a sculpture writes a novel. It's so powerful to get a message across. You know, people see something and it's new and it's not normally in that sort of environment, and it's that visual impact and that powerful remembrance that you have of it that will help to raise awareness for the messages that are within that, which is support the armed forces. So hopefully you'll support us. Thank you.
Thank you.